take a moment to think about the state of the world and invite your higher self, body, Davis higher self teams to invite anyone in this world who is in a position of power or leadership who was a victim in a previous incarnation. And now they're a victimizer. Invite them at the level of their higher selves, body, Davis higher selves. So we're just going to shift gears. I'm just going to do it and you can do it with me. We invite all global leaders, all individuals who hold positions of power and influence in the physical dimension and in other dimensions, to the degree that they choose, to reference previous incarnations when they experienced trauma and they were a victim. And we invite them at the level of their higher selves, body, Davis higher selves, and teams, to the degree that they choose, to go back in time to the debrief at the end of that previous incarnation and to activate all vibrations of all spiritual lessons for the soul rider, for the body, and the teams to the degree that they choose. Rippling and reflecting that healing through the time spiral continuum to the present breath of now, recalibrating all of the grids. Again, encouraging them at the level of their higher selves, body, Davis higher selves, and teams to go back in time and to do a full debrief at the end of that previous incarnations or previous incarnations anytime they were ever a victim, whether they were traumatized, where fragments were taken, to retrieve those fragments, to activate those vibrations of those spiritual lessons, to move into greater degrees of strength and courage and integrity and kindness and compassion and self-love and self-worth. Activating those vibrations of those spiritual lessons in those debriefs for all of those leaders and people of power. Yanahi, we could do it at a global level, everyone at the level of their higher selves, 7 billion or more, to the degree that they choose, going back to all previous incarnations, to all of those debriefs, whenever they were a victim, and activating the vibration of the spiritual lessons in their individual divine cosmic loops to the degree that they choose, for the soul rider, for the body deva, and the teams, and their guides, and their spiritual families. Aina Tehe, and rippling and reflecting that healing through the time spiral continuum to the present breath of now and beyond. Recalibrating the grids in a gentle, graceful way. Again, everybody's doing it to the degree that they choose. They are doing that work. We're simply using our position in the physical dimension to make a request for the opportunity to grow, to learn, to awaken, to evolve. You're not attached. You're not responsible. You're modeling a strong, coherent field as you use your position in the physical dimension to make a request for an opportunity, self-actualization in the appropriate time spiral continuum. And then as it ripples through the time continuum, things balance and stabilize. It's like we didn't even notice the shift. Oh, didn't even know I wasn't nice. Woke up kind. Magic. Because they shifted themselves to the degree that they choose. So that would be a process, a protocol that you could do when you notice something discordant. Invite that person who is in a dissonance to go back in time and activate the vibrations of the spiritual lessons from their previous incarnations and ripple and reflect the healing through the time spiral continuum, but always layer in the piece of to the degree that they choose. And then you're not attached, you're not responsible, and you don't get entangled in the empathic loop. Taking a deep breath in, balance and stabilize. It's a little swirly as all of these beings are shifting themselves in the past, creating a little bit of a different ripple into the breath of now. And breathe, inviting body, divination, nature, spirit to continue infusing the vibration of its essence, its energy, into its physical fields, its energetic fields, its etheric fields. You, soul rider, embracing your divine cosmic loop, running your light vertically in your individual divine cosmic loop, balancing and stabilizing the fields, taking a deep breath in, and I'm just going to take a moment Invite your higher self, body, Diva's higher self, and teams to work with the energetic fields and the guides to reference any responsibility that you are holding for any global leaders, people of power, or humanity evolving, growing, and awakening, and return that responsibility back to them at the level of their higher selves, where they have the capacity to receive it. Sending appropriate energetic information. You do not want to be holding that responsibility. Not now. Not while everybody's starting to wake up. Because if you're holding responsibility for humanity's evolution and awakening, you'll empathically feel all their stuff. So take a moment to invite your higher self, little light language, your higher self, your body, Diva's higher self, and your teams to return any little threads, ounces, nuggets, bundles of responsibility for any leader, any person of power, any individual on this planet. Return it back to them at the level of their higher selves where they have the capacity to receive it. For thousands and thousands and thousands of years, light workers have been taking responsibility for humanity's awakening, totally disempowering humanity and the leaders. Let's return it. Return that responsibility back to them at the level of their higher selves where they have the capacity to receive it. Send the appropriate energetic information. We can't do it for them, but you can model. Model a strong, coherent field. Hold yourself in your individual divine line. Clear all empathic sensations. Somebody just said in the balcony, the angelic realm, return responsibility for your family's awakening. Invite your higher self, body, Diva's higher self, and teams to work with the energetic fields and the guides to return responsibility for mother, for father, for siblings, grandparents, body, Diva, nature, spirit especially. Return that responsibility to them where they have the capacity to receive it. Send appropriate energetic information. And breathe. Clearing your fields of all those empathic sensations. And then inviting your higher self, body, Diva's higher self, and teams to retrieve your vibrational fabric, your wisdom and your mastery, your gifts, your resources, your cloaks of clarity and purity and joy and freedom and creativity and flow back on you, cleaning it, recalibrating it, reweaving it, and wrapping it around you. Holding a strong, coherent field as you walk in the world, or crawl, or breathe, or sit, or be. Strong, coherent field. And as you move in the day and you observe, invite the angelic realm, all beings of love and light in all dimensions on this planet and off planet, to hold a harmonic field inside themselves, positively, empathically impacting everyone. Strong, coherent fields, everyone. And I'm just going to take a moment to make that request and see if you can feel the ripple. We invite all beings of love and light in all dimensions on this planet, all dimensions off planet that are impacting Earth, the galactic quadrant, to hold more harmonic vibrations, coherent vibrations, connected vibrations inside themselves, in their etheric forms, in their individual divine cosmic loops. More harmonic, more coherent, only attached and wanting for yourselves. And just take a moment to imagine all those beings of love and light on the other side moving into a more harmonic way of being inside themselves, which then begins to create a ripple here. And just silently or out loud, just say more harmonic beings of love and light in all realms. More harmonic, everyone, team, guides, advisors, spiritual family, more harmonic. And breathe. That is one way we could explore a global prayer, using our position in the physical dimension to make a request for these beings of love and light in all these different dimensions to move into a more harmonic vibration inside themselves, holding their gifts, their wisdom, and their mastery inside themselves, modeling that, holding a state of connection and love and kindness and discernment and compassion and balance, centeredness and empowerment, which creates this incredible ripple. And the other day when I was in a support session, Last week, the guide said something really interesting. They said it only takes 144,000 souls to create a tipping point in the consciousness. And then they threw in a little one-liner and they said, but the 144,000 souls don't have to be in the physical dimension. We might just have 5 people in the physical dimension, or 100 people in the physical dimension, or 200 people in the physical dimension, or 500 people in the physical dimension making a request for all of these souls, these beings of love and light in other dimensions, to hold a harmonic vibration, which then creates a consciousness shift in the most gentle, graceful, powerful way. Being in the physical dimension is powerful. We have the ability to use it to make a request for instantaneous manifestation in another dimension, for yourself, for another, depending on the time spiral continuum, before you make that request. Taking another deep breath in, we're moving into a place of fullness, updating all of your grids, all your reference points, all ways in which you perceive, balancing and stabilizing, expanding the magnetics, the roots, holding your energy and awareness in your divine line, front of spine, body, divine nature, spirit, holding energy and awareness in your divine line. We are in incredible energetic times. We ask for a balancing and a stabilizing of the fields again, updating all of your grids. And then when it feels appropriate, we ask that you're wrapped in sheets of rainbow light, gently sealing these vibrations in to whatever degree is appropriate for your spiritual evolutionary state. We are in deep gratitude to be of service with you in this time. We are in deep gratitude for the level of service that you do in the higher realms, the anchor that you hold here in the physical realm that enables you to do profound work up high, which then ripples and reflects here. Let it be so. Oh.